And today let's talk about the best lens for street photography, and that is super clickbait. Now, we totally know it depends. It depends on your style, how you like to shoot, but we all know that the Fuji X100 series is super popular with street photographers, and for good reason. This 23mm lens, which is a 35 equivalent on a full frame camera, is awesome for street photography. So I'm going to show you some pictures. I'm going to show you some other things that I think about when I do street photography. And then in the comments, tell us what you do, what you walk around with, and how you use your lens. Like many Fuji users, I started with the X100 series, and I found it was perfect for walking around, just having one camera, one lens. You could take nice wide cityscapes like this, and you can also get nice and close and get real great moments that happen on the street. The X100 series is great. It's quiet. You can put on electronic shutter or even mechanical shutter. It's so quiet, and just even shoot from the hip, zone focus, and just get great moments. So it's like the perfect little street photography camera, and I enjoyed it when I used it a lot. It's also super versatile. I know this isn't the street, but I'm a foodie. You can get very close up with the X100 series, the 23mm lens. You could do architecture with it. So you can even shoot portraits with it. It's not the most flattering portrait lens, but you can, if you back up a little bit, you can kind of get a nice photo of someone. And this focal length works great too to show the environment, to show if you have a person in your scene, you can show the surrounding environment. 23mm on the Fuji, great for that. You could use it and people won't know what lens you're using. This is the X100 series, super close up to a pigeon, and then backing up and showing the whole scene. So for a street photography, you can't go wrong with a 23mm on a Fuji. So let us know in the comments, do you use the 23? Are you using the X100S? That is the most popular choice. You could also hand the camera over to a family member and get a pretty decent shot of yourself. Now, using a prime for street photography is great. It forces you to think about your composition. It forces you to move your body, for example, getting really close to what you're thinking. As opposed to a zoom where you're kind of trying to figure out what zoom, what compression works best. If you only have one choice, then you kind of have to work a little harder. So shooting with a prime for street is great for that reason. It makes you work, and it actually lets you use your lens, the same lens, different ways. So you can get up nice and close for a detail shot like this bicycle, or you can kind of back up with the same lens, same camera, and just get an environment scene as you walk around. And what's great about that, you know, you take pride in sort of just using one lens and coming back and looking at all the different photographs you take. So there is something to be said about having one lens that lets you do different things. What is your one lens? Let us know, let us know. I must have a thing for pigeons. Now my friend, I don't have the 35 f2, but my friend Laz has the 35.
What's happening?
I'm filming you.
Oh God.
Just do you care if you're on YouTube?
No, I don't. I really don't care.
All right, so
do I have to sign anything?
Yes. Not all release. So we're gonna try today the Laz's 35mm f2. Do you love it?
I do.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Tell us.
The bokeh is amazing. It just blows out the whole back. It's awesome.
Awesome. Hold on, let's see if we got cloud. We got cloud coming. Wait till buttery, delicious bokeh. All right, I gotta try the 35. You bastard. And man, that lens, now it has an equivalent of a 50mm. You can still get great cityscapes and landscapes with it. Some people think 50 is too tight for street if you're walking around and you see something happen. And again, just like the 23, the 35, you can get close and get some really fun detail shots. Again, using your body to zoom and change what the lens is doing. Now me, I'm going to go against the norm and say that I love using the 18 to 55 kit lens. Oh my God! Ah! I know that's so sacrilegious. When I looked at my metadata for my city photography, when I walk around, I seem to go from 18, most of the photographs are all 18 or 55. I seem to use both extremes when I walk around the street, and I love that. I love having the variety of going between the two. Now, if I'm visiting a place or I'm on vacation, I think I would feel a little stressed not having a full range or multiple lenses. So if I had to carry only one lens, I like carrying the kit lens for this reason. Like for example, here I did a street shot at 18mm of this gentleman walking down the subway. And from the same spot, I zoomed to 55 to get this. Okay, just to show the hustle and bustle of the city, without moving. Now there's no way with a prime I could have gotten that without laying down on the ground and letting people just kind of walk in front of me. Again, the same scene, seeing something that's happening close to me, and also if I want to turn around and just detail one person here at 55 millimeters. So going through the two extremes really quickly, I enjoy for street photography and also vacation photography. Awesome 18 and then 55. If I see two people walking down the street, I can just get down low, zoom to 55. Again, with a prime, I'd have to wait for them to get closer. So it's lazy, just say it, it's lazy. 18, zooming into 55. There is a benefit of 55, 56 millimeter street photography. You can stay further back if you want to capture moments like this. And maybe you want to go crazy wild. So I love this lens. This is the Rokinon or Samyang 12 millimeter. You get some funky street photography with this. Anyone using maybe vintage lenses or aftermarket lenses, third-party lenses, to get very wide shots. Maybe you're using the 16 millimeter, maybe the 14 millimeter, but this is with the Samyang. It's a manual focus lens, so you make sure you have to zone focus with it, but super fun. You can get wide, but you can also get moments that are very close if you can kind of get up close to the action. So there you have it, guys. Street photography lenses. There is no right answer. What is the best lens? It's this one. Get this one.